Yo, 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 what's up? My dude Jeremy is here. What's good, son? Yo, I'm hyped right now. You understand how legendary you are, son. Everybody's talking about you right now. First off, I want to be, I wish I was the first, but, I just want to say congratulations. God bless you. How do you feel that your project is finally out, man? From Kickstarter, from whenever you started to love games is out now, dog. How do you feel, man?
Yeah, yeah. It's I think the word of the day has been surreal. It's just really surreal to have this, 3+ year journey finally, up on screens in 40+ markets and on iTunes to download. And you and I met almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years
It doesn't
ago.
seem like yeah, it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but it has. So it's just, I couldn't be more thrilled to be partnering with Variance Films and Amplify to get it out to the world and just awesome, man.
Nah, that's amazing, man. So, real quick, I see you got the Avengers poster hanging in the back,
Oh yeah,
man.
I'm actually in my 11-year-old nephew's room because I'm in Lubbock, Texas for the Lubbock, Texas premiere, and of course he's a big Avengers fan, so I thought I'd throw that back there for you.
Okay, I had to just mention that because the Avengers movie was so incredible. So just seeing that there, I just had to mention it real quick. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
totally.
No doubt. So, the first question is this. You know, what's your story? You know what I'm saying? What? Give us a little bit of your background. What got you into gaming, and how important was it for you to educate? A lot of these, gamers from the old generation and the new generation, and to bring both of them together like that.
Sure, sure. Well, about 12 years ago, I started an agency called Media Juice Studios.
Mm.
And Media Juice, our first client was Atari, the sort of the new Atari, like the PlayStation era Atari. And what we do at Media Juice is we cut game trailers. I direct commercials for video games. And after doing that for almost 10 years, I felt like I was at a point where I had grown as a filmmaker, as an independent filmmaker.
Yeah.
And, I've always had a passion for games. So, I love movies, I love filmmaking, I love games. So I felt like I was in a position where I had, some good inroads to game companies,
Mm.
by my agency, Media Juice, and I had the skills to do it. So I set out to do it. Made my first call to Activision and Capcom, and
Mm.
4 years later, here we are.
Wow, that's amazing, man. So it's good to know. It's good to know. Now, first off, I was very excited to see my homeboy Robert Workman actually DCD. We call him DCD. I was excited to see
Yeah.
myself in there. I gave a shout out to Hideo Kojima, so that was crazy to be in it. So to be a part of this was crazy. And just seeing my friends and people that I truly idolize and admire in the gaming field. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it really touched my heart. How has the reception been? Since the movie came out. I know it just came out, but how's the reception been? I know everybody's dying to talk to you. How do you feel about the feedback?
Yeah, overall it's been really good. There's been some people asking, which I expected this, people asking about, well, why didn't you, go deeper into this topic or that topic? And
Mm.
that's to be expected because, it's a 90-minute film. It's not a 10-part Ken Burns documentary,
Yeah.
um, which would be amazing, but, there's you and I would watch every one of those, but the
Oh
average
hell yeah.
Joe, it's hard to get the average Joes, like our moms, our dads, our aunts, our uncles, to watch something like that. So, my goal with the film is to really hit the peaks and the valleys of everything about games, but in an entertaining way. And
Yeah.
so the reception's been generally positive overall, especially from people that love games. So that's been thrilling.
Now, a friend of mine, Robin Fontaine, I believe that's the last name, from On Live. It's like that. I was talking to her.
Yeah.
and she said that you guys got a panel coming up at GamerCon or something like that. So
Yeah.
about what you guys got, what's next for you, you know what I'm saying, in terms of panels and conventions, anything that you got coming up in terms of your press run, talking about the movie and just sharing the world, how you feel about it.
Sure. Yeah. So right now I'm in Lubbock, Texas, which is sort of my hometown here in West Texas,
Okay.
and we have a premiere tonight at Alamo Draft House in Lubbock, and
Wow.
yeah, which is awesome.
That's
You gotta
gangster right there. That's crazy. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
This Sunday we'll be doing an encore screening of the film in Dallas at the Texas Theater in Dallas. And then next week, as you know, is Comic-Con.
Yeah.
It's here. It's upon us. So I'll be, as you mentioned, we have a panel at GamerCon on Friday at 4:45.
Okay.
GamerCon, if people don't know, is at the 10th Avenue Arts Center, kind of in the Gaslamp District, right across from Comic-Con. And we'll be doing screenings as well at the Digital Gym Theater, which is in San Diego,
Nice.
all throughout Comic-Con. If people look, go to digitalgym.com.
You heard
they
him.
can see
Heard him.
You can see all the show times. I'll be doing Q&As and signing posters and giving those out at the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday screenings, and I'll also be on the Capcom panel. So Capcom has a panel every year at Comic-Con called "How to Break into Games."
Yeah.
And that'll be at 6:45 p.m. on Friday evening of Comic-Con in room 6DE.
Wow. Yo, you got a lot going on, man. Yo, I'm honored to talk to you, man. I'm so glad you gave me your time. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time, but I'm gonna take some of that time. I'll tell you that, because like this is exciting to me, man. So now E3 just passed. We got Gamescom coming up. Just as a video gamer, man, what's some of the things that you're, very excited about? From like coming from E3, seeing what's coming up at Gamescom and Tokyo Game Show. What got you excited, this year and beyond in terms of games that you've seen and, can't wait to play?
Yeah, I think at E3, the game that I was most excited about, I believe it was called, was it No Man's Sky?
No Man's Sky! Oh
my
God!
gosh. Yeah.
Yo!
I saw
what the hell?
footage of that. And
that shit is crazy.
What is this thing? Is this really what we think it is?
Yeah.
I feel like if that game, like, even halfway delivers on the promise, it's going to be like next level stuff.
Yeah, I completely agree. I never seen a game that well done this early, doing something that I've never seen before to this level. Like flying out of a planet, going to another planet, everything is just, and then everybody that plays it will see something different. Like it's complete.
That's right.
Nah, I never seen nothing like this before.
It kind of made me think about when I learned what the game was about. It made me think of. Have you ever read Ernie Klein's book Ready Player One?
Ready Player One? No, I actually have not. But now you make me want to. Like if you can relate that to No Man's Sky, you make me want to read that. Seriously.
Yeah, it's the audio version, the audio book of it is narrated by Will Wheaton, and
Will Wheaton is that dude. Okay.
It was awesome, and it's they have this sort of VR version of reality called the Oasis in the book, and it made me think about that in No Man's Sky, because you're just like, you're going from planets to space to the ground to underwater, and it's kind of like the Oasis in Ready Player One. So I was like, I'm in.
Now you guys, you did a lot of research, like for this movie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Nolan Bushnells of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like going really deep and stuff like that. So my thing is, going back that far and seeing everything from Atari, to Pong, just seeing the creative minds of the past and looking at the creative minds of the present and the future and stuff like that. What is your thoughts of video games in terms of what they could be 10 or 20 years from now? Like seeing where we came from and where we're at. Where do you see it going? From in the next 10 or 20 years, like if you was like sitting in a room and you could paint that picture for a fan or someone that's into games or not into games. 10, 20 years from
Sure.
now, what are your thoughts?
Well, I've kind of made the analogy, if you were to go back in time to like the 1920s or even the 1950s
Hmm.
and take someone out of that time, bring them into the future and set them in 2014 and put them on a couch and give them an Xbox controller and turn
Wow.
on any game, Call of Duty, whatever, they would blow their minds. They would, have an aneurysm.
Yo, that's
And
crazy.
I
I never
think
even looked at it like that.
Well, but the thing is, I think it's true of today as well. If we were to take you or me and take us into like the year, 2025 or 2035 and showed us what games look like then, I think we would flip out
Yeah,
just
I
as
don't think
much
I'll be able to
because,
handle it.
yeah, I don't think we would either. I think it's like technology is going to keep progressing just little by little, bit by bit to the point that when it comes, we'll be ready for it because we're living our lives. But if we were to see it right now, most people probably wouldn't believe it. Like people from the 40s and 50s wouldn't
Yeah,
believe what they saw today.
yeah, that's
So
true. Like there
it's
was a time where
exciting.
the internet didn't exist and people didn't believe that was possible, and now we look at it as a regular thing. I see what you're
That's right.
saying. I see what you're
That's
saying. It
right.
makes a lot of sense. So now one of the things I want to talk about is putting this whole film together. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it's a very ambitious project, but putting this whole film together and stuff like that. What's some of the things that you've learned about the game industry, people in the industry, and just the process of putting this together? What's some of the things that you've learned? What's some of the good times and the bad times that you went through getting this film out? I think fans would love to know what your journey was like.